Good, bro. Alright, man. Shit. Man, we just gonna start it off, bro. Fuck it, all right. You ready though?
Yeah.
As long as you ready. All right then. So, welcome back to another episode of the Real Meal Real podcast. I got a very special guest today. Another LA legend, producer on the come up. You already know, my boy Moon.
Yes,
Today we're chilling. He's honestly, I just want to shout you out real quick, bro. He's the first dude. I'm not trying to drag. No, fuck that. I'm trying to drag everybody, bro. He's the first guy in a minute that came on time, bro. Let me just tell y'all something like that. We don't just open it up with that. So, bro, let me tell you something. With all these guests and shit like that, like, I don't want to say everybody, but for the most part, like, okay, when I first started doing this podcast stuff, like, there's so many different things, like, I had to, like, you gotta do it over and over again to realize, like, the changes you gotta make, right?
Yeah.
So one of them was like the time I do it, right? So first I had to kind of get that down, like, all right, what's the best time to do a podcast? You feel me? Because at first it was all over the place, bro. Like 12 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. It didn't matter, like, you know what I mean? But I come to realize, like, even like with the lighting and stuff like that and just the vibe, it's usually better. I like to do it when it's dark. Like, not dark, but when the sun's down, like at least later in the day. Like I say, 7:45, 8, something like that. But what I'm trying to say is sometimes these podcasts go like super long, bro. Like, because sometimes they pull up and then we chill for a little bit, smoke or something like that, and then sometimes like an hour goes by, and then it's like an hour from you know what I'm saying. Then this podcast even started, and the podcast, and then sometimes that goes long, and then it's like 10:30, 11 o'clock, and then after that, one chill after. You feel me? And then like the podcast is over, so it's like, I don't know. So then I just kind of started trying to get all my guests in here by like 8 o'clock, which is kind of like sometimes impossible. So I just want to say shout out to you, bro, for coming on time, bro, and everything like that.
Yeah,
appreciate that.
bro.
It's been a minute since I've had, my guests wait on me, which is just something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so a couple things before we get into the video. One, subscribe. If you guys are not subscribed right now, I'm gonna say this every episode. Make sure you guys are subscribed right now. It takes like 2 seconds. You just gotta like exit out the video real quick and then just press the button, and it's like, that's it. It's really not that hard. But make sure you guys are subscribed. Make sure you guys are following me on Spotify. The podcast is now up on Spotify. All the links to that stuff, like I've been almost saying, like the clothing, I'm gonna mention that too. It's on the description, so you guys can now just tap that. Clothing is dropping now. I'm doing a lot of printing with that this month, so if you guys are trying to get yourself like a hoodie, the Real Meal Real hoodie, DM the Instagram. It's always right there. I'm gonna pop it up, and once again, it is in the description. Let's see. Yeah, it says Spotify, clothing, subscription. Yeah, I think that's about it. But until that, we're gonna get into this video. Okay, my boy Moon. So obviously, you are a legend producer and everything like that. We like to always start with an introduction and everything like that for people that might not know who you are and stuff like that and where you come from. So you want to just give us a little about yourself, bro?
Okay.
Yeah.
So my name is Moon. That's my producer name.
Sirski.
I'm from Los Angeles.
Yes, sir.
I'm a producer and a musician and a businessman.
All that.
Yep.
Okay, my brother. So let's just start from the beginning, bro. So from Los Angeles, bro. How do you like living out there? You live out there your whole life, or what's going on?
I've lived in the same house my whole life.
Same house.
Los Angeles, but right by like the Forum and stuff.
Okay.
But it was nice. I did a lot of everything. I did a lot of sports. But one thing I always did a lot was music. Like since I was like a kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you want to dive straight into music, or you want to talk about anything else like you kind of did growing up enjoying? Like you want to get a little more into the sports thing, or do you want to just go straight into how you got into music?
I feel like whenever everyone like every boy as a kid, like I feel like there's a point where like they think they want to get into sports and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It is like so it's like of course I had one of those phases, but I always loved music. I played the piano since I was like 5 years old. So yeah. You
know how to play piano?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll start there, man. Like instruments.
Yeah.
What are your favorite instruments besides the piano? Or is there any more you could play? I don't know.
I could play like other instruments, not really like that. Like I could play the bass, but like the piano is like my main instrument. Like,
whoa. Like you could, like if we're like at a party or something, and there's a piano there, like you could probably go down there and just start, going crazy.
You'd be surprised type shit. Like yeah.
Wow.
I can show you a video after.
Okay, yeah, sure. I want to see that, bro.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that, man. you get into playing the piano, man?
So, I kind of remember I was at like a party, and like I was playing the piano at the party.
Yeah.
And like, my friend's dad, he had noticed like, I guess that I was playing it kind of interestingly, you know, like, I was a young kid. I was like probably 5 years old at the time, and he told my mom like that he thinks that, you know, I have something in music. And I feel like ever since then, my mom's always like pushed me to be in like music classes.
Okay.
So that's kind of where it all started.
So when you was younger.
Yeah.
And how old were you?
I was probably like 5.
5 years old, man.
5 years old, yeah.
And you already knew you had a passion for music.
Yep, since I was 5.
Man, so if you had this, like, how hard is it, man, to learn the piano, bro? Like, I'm asking myself, like, what the, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are the levels to that? Like,
there's levels, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, there's definitely levels, you know, like, for you to try to get to, like, the level I'm at, it would be, like, a lot of work.
Okay, yeah.
You know, I've been doing it since I was 5. But, you know, it's possible, you know, like, I really started taking it, like, serious, like, when I started high school, which was only, like, 4 or 5 years ago. I just graduated.
Yeah, how old are you, brother?
I'm 18.
18?
Yeah.
You're 18?
Yes, sir. Oh, my God. How old are you?
I'm 20, bro. I'm not that much older than you, but, dude, like, I'm just the stuff you've done. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the stuff that's why I'm just like, okay, that is wow.
Yeah, it's safe to say,
like,
I started kind of young.
This year you're 18, or like?
No, this year in November I'm turning
19. Still pretty young. It's pretty young, man. Yeah. Wow. And we haven't really really even started talking about the songs and stuff like that from this guy right here, bro. I'm really just trying to get a little more learning more about you yourself. You feel me? Before we even get into stuff you've done. Yeah. Okay, man. So I'm sorry. I don't know if you told me, but what specific sport were you talking about when you were younger?
Oh, I played everything, really.
Basketball.
The only thing like I never played was tackle football. Like I played flag football, I played baseball, soccer, basketball. But that was all before high school, though.
All before high school.
All before high school.
Okay.
In high school, I was already because 8th grade, 7th grade is when I started getting into beats.
So we gotta rewind.
Yeah.
A little bit more. Okay. So middle school. 8th grade, right?
Late 7th grade.
Okay, 7th grade.
Yeah.
Let's fast forward it a little bit, bro, because I feel like, damn. Okay, how did the whole producing thing start, bro? Let's talk about it.
My dad, he installed this thing called Logic on my computer.
Logic, I think my boy.
That looks like Logic right there. I think it's just. Or
dude,
I think I had GarageBand or Logic.
You know who said that? I was just about to say DJ Trey. I don't know if you know him. He's one of my boys.
Yeah,
He's another producer. You know DJ Trey?
Yeah.
That's my dog. So if you watch that episode, the first thing he did, like before the episode even started, he's like, "Oh, what you on Logic right there?" He said something like that. That this looks like Logic or something.
Yeah. I mean, I think GarageBand is like the free version of Logic. But I had Logic for a little bit. I was just kind of messing around, like, you know, but. I forgot how I got introduced to FL Studio. I don't remember how, but I remember like I was making like some pretty trash beats. I was just making it to like, you know, it was really just to show to my cousin and like my other cousins.
Yep. Okay.
You know, they were pretty whack. They were pretty bad. but that was like in 7th grade though. So
yeah,
you know, in 8th grade, I was already starting to consistently make beats, and like. I wasn't necessarily on like that LA shit yet. I was more like
the beats were getting better.
Yeah, and I think it was around like the end of my 8th grade year is when like One Take J started blowing up and shit.
One Take J.
You know who that is, right?
Of course. I had One Take Quan on here.
Oh yeah.
I had Quan on here. He was probably one of my like 2nd, 3rd guests. Like he was pretty like early. Like that was months ago. But yeah, shout out the whole One Take. I don't want to say in the works, but I got like I'm talking to this like PR or whatever from LA, and she actually represents One Take or something like that, and we've been actually kind of trying to get that in the works to get him on here. So, but yeah, shout out One Take J. But go ahead, proceed, bro.
So around that time, it was the time you dropped Arco. So like,
wait a second. You made the Arco beat?
No. I'm saying
that's that time era, 20.
Yeah, okay. This is the time I'm talking about.
Got it.
And I'm like, oh shit, this shit's kind of hard. Mm-hmm. So I started making beats like that, posting them on YouTube. So, I posted one of my beats and I tagged like all the rappers, like One Take J was there, Blueface.
And while this is going on, this is 8th grade.
Yeah, I'm like 8th grade, going into 9th grade maybe.
Okay.
I'm tagging like One Take J, Suspect, Almighty Suspect, Blueface, all them, and One Take J had actually like commented a fire emoji and followed me and shit. Okay. And I was like, what the fuck, like, cause it was like the first time like rapper has not rapped on my beat yet, so it's like. You got it. And then like One Take J just dropped that big ass song. Well, in my eyes, big. You feel me? Like
which one we talking about?
Arco, yeah.
That's
like his biggest song. So it's like
it really, yeah. That one and mine was To the Neck. You know that one?
Yeah,
that's the one.
Oh, that song was also that song was also like one of those songs at the time for sure.
He got a couple, dude.
Yeah, he's like a pioneer kind of in a way.
For sure. I remember first time hearing him. He was like he popped up like on my SoundCloud type of thing, and he didn't have. Like he was barely rapping, bro. I remember like I DM'd him, like I was like, bro, this shit goes hard, and he was like, I appreciate it. Like I saw him perform a couple times too, like he's dope. And then now he's like signed and everything. It's crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy.
Yeah, man. But go ahead, man. So you're tagging all these artists and stuff like that.
Yeah, One Take
commented.
He was like the first like popping artist to like say something, and I was like, oh shit. And then I kind of started getting hip to like the producers and shit. So like I for sure one of the first producers I hit up to collab was for sure Yak Mike. Like
shout out my dog.
Yeah,
Yak Mike too. He helped me out a lot with this.
Because at the time he was making beats for like a lot of Almighty Suspect and shit. Mm-hmm. So I was like, damn, this shit hard. Shit I never heard before, I was hitting up Yak Mike, Gladiano, Big Boo. Big Boo is like
I've heard of Big Boo.
He's like one of the producers that really helped me out like through like my first years of producing LA shit.
Okay. Yeah, he was mentioned.
Like he really helped like push my name.
Big Boo.
Mhm.
Man, I might have to get him on here.
Yeah, bro.
Because he's been mentioned. I think 2 times now, 2 or 3 times.
He's a legend, bro. You know the song "Bedrolls and Bankrolls" by Draco? Mhm. He engineered that. He used to engineer for Draco and shit. So.
Yeah, I know. He got songs with like Almighty, right?
Yeah, everybody.
Yeah, like I think that's where I first heard him, which is everybody back then. Yeah, shout out him, man. If you're watching this, Big Boo, tap in, bro. We might have to get you on a podcast, man. I'm fucking with it.
Yeah.
But go ahead, bro. Keep going.
Okay, so where are we at? We're like
going into 9th grade.
Right? Yeah. So it's like
tagging these
late
artists.
2018. I'm just producing. I'm working a lot with the homie Lethal. Shout out to Lethal and Versace.
Is he out there from?
He's from Lakewood, but
he's not from the IE out there.
Nah, but he produces a lot for like King Most Wanted and shit.
Oh, okay, got it.
And he produced a song him and Versace produced a song for YG and Lil Wayne, which is hard. But yeah, shout out to them. I was working with them a lot. Yeah, I was working with them a lot, and
this is all 8th grade, bro.
This is 9th grade now. This is like grade? The beginning, first semester, 9th grade. So yeah, and then second semester, 9th grade. Mm-hmm. It's kind of starting to get kind of slow, and then I start traveling a lot. Like I be traveling.
So what's up with that? Traveling where?
Like I've been all over the place. Like I've been to
like out the country.
Yeah, I've been to a few countries. I've been to the East Coast.
Okay, so what's up with that? How did that all? You got family or?
Yeah, I just be traveling like with my family, sometimes like with my friends.
What's your favorite spot to go?
I don't necessarily have a favorite spot.
Or like,
probably like the coolest place I've been to is London.
Like
London, bro.
Oh, okay. So you meant you've been traveling around the world? Like that's the type of shit you on? Like you on?
Yeah, not London, for like music, but like
just for life, like
experiences, bro.
Wow. How was it out there?
I recommend it,
dude. Yeah, I've been like out the state a couple times. I went to Mexico. Yeah, I haven't really been there. I'm not in that level yet, but I definitely would want to go out there in London. That sounds dope.
You definitely do, yeah.
Yeah, I might have to do that. Like I said, young legend right here.
No, but yeah, I was traveling a lot, so I kind of getting off my producer shit.
Okay.
And then it was the summer into 10th grade. I was like, shit, I'm gonna start getting back on it. And then I started fucking with Suspect, Almighty Suspect a lot.
Okay.
Almighty Suspect and Baby Chapo and shit.
And what year is this?
This is like 2019.
2019.
And they actually, I used to be part of Almighty Millionaires for a little bit.
Okay.
I was their producer.
So do you wanna name some songs that you got with Almighty that?
I made this song called "Pay for My Presence." I'm pretty
Pay for My Presence.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's one of his biggest songs. I think that's like the most notable one.
Okay, Pay for My Presence. I personally know that song.
Yeah.
2018. I listened to a lot of Almighty Suspect.
Yeah, that was 2018 actually, but he didn't know about me at the time that I made that.
So how does that come about, bro?
So you know Almighty J?
I also have had him on here.
Yep. Oh yeah, shout out to him. He actually sent Almighty that beat for me when I was like, I forgot to mention this part. I'm surprised I didn't. This is like,
what is it?
My first million views, like how Pay for My Presence came about.
First million.
That was my first million, yeah. And I was in like 9th grade still. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, that shit was crazy, bro.
So you were in 9th grade and you had 1 million views from a beat that you made.
Mm-hmm. And it was the first song had my name in the bio and everything. So I was like,
oh yeah.
I was like, yeah, motivation, you know?
So, Moon, how does that, when all that was going on, man, like, how did that make you feel, bro? Like, 1 million views, like, that kind of like I was telling Austin, bro, like, if I was doing that, like, let's say I made a beat, right? And then it did 1 million views, I'll be looking at my hands like what the like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's super like, think about it. You gotta think of it like, okay, bro, how many producers are out there, bro, that are even trying to get half as that?
Yep.
So that must kind of like tell you something like, wow, like, whoa.
Yeah,
and this is years ago, bro.
Yeah, I was in 9th grade. I was definitely happy about that, you know. It's two different ways. It's two ways you could view it. It's like you could be happy about it. Mm-hmm. Of course, I'm happy about 1 million, but I could be more happy. I'm getting 1 million. I'm getting like my distribution from the 1 million, so I'm getting some money from the 1 million. That's what really makes me feel good. But
yeah, I want to talk about that too, like the distribution stuff and how all that works. But we'll get into that a little later.
Yeah.
But okay, back to the Almighty Suspect thing. You got 1 million views. So did that not motivate you, but did that kind of say, all right, now like it's time to lock in? Like, did it make you take it a little more serious, or were you still kind of?
Yeah, because like I was like thinking about it. I was like, damn, I was maybe 15 at the time, maybe 14 still, but I probably at least 15. So
15.
So I was like, for sure, I was like, damn near like addicted to making beats. Like I was like, that shit crazy.
I bet, man.
I was locked in, you know. And
was
like,
it hard for you to make? Sorry to interrupt you, but was it hard for you to make that beat for Pay for My Present?
I made that shit in like 10 minutes, bro. Because you gotta also think about it, like all my stuff, like, you know, I know how to play the piano, so it's like I understand.
You got an eye for that.
I understand it on a different level, bro. Like on like a perspective of like music theory and all that. You know, I've taken classes for all that, so it's like a melody, like for Posse, like a melody. Like,
but we gotta save that for
a
conversation.
Yes. But I'm just giving you like my best example.
Okay.
But no, that beat was not hard to make. But yeah, I was making beats for Almighty and them a lot, and then I think like in 2020, pandemic hit. You know, what's it called? It was dry, bro. Wasn't getting no placements. I was like, fuck this shit. And then I got a DM from an account. It was it said No Limit Austin. I was like,
oh,
and he was like,
shout out No Limit Austin, by the way.
This was probably like May 2020.
Okay, COVID.
Mm-hmm. He like, oh, let's cook up, blah blah blah. I'm like, shit, you know, I didn't really know him, you know.
Yeah.
I didn't know of him or anything. I seen he had a song with Weez. I knew who Weez was, so I was like,
who's Weez?
He's a rapper. You look him up, yeah. But so yeah, and then he texted me the address, and I was like, oh shit, bro, you live like down the street from me.
You guys are close,
so I was like, what the fuck? You know, I had to go over there and see what was going on, and like I went over there and he was over there with his two homies, when Kev and Billy, shout out to them, cool ass people. You know, the first time I got there, it was vibes. So it was like, you know, I had to stay over there and keep working over there.
And if you guys don't know who he's talking about, No Limit Austin, we literally just had him in the podcast last week. So this episode is gonna be out this week. So yeah, it was literally last week. Make sure you guys do stream that. Shout out him, by the way. And go ahead. So you guys, the vibe was there. You guys connected, and then how did it all come about? Give me our like first story, like first
cook up
collab. Yeah, that's the word right there. Yeah, cook up collab.
Shit, we clicked, bro. Like, it wasn't ever like, it was not like, oh damn, like I can't make no beats with this dude. Like,
and you never heard about? So when he DM'd you, you didn't hear about him before prior to that?
I didn't know about it. Oh well, actually. He DM'd me, I didn't really know, but then I seen he got added to this producer group that I'm in.
Okay, talk about that group.
It's called BJM, Judgy Mafia. But
what is that?
It's this producer group. It's owned by Big Boo. Shout out to him.
I really have to get him on here. Huh?
Yeah, but once I seen him get added in there, that's when I was like, oh, he's probably good. You feel me? So I was like, I hit him up. Or nah. Then I asked him for like the adding and shit, and that's when I found out I was like, oh shit, you live close to me. And it was like from that point, like really till now, bro, we cooked up almost like every day together, like literally. Yeah, wow. I swear to God.
Yeah, you guys.
It's not that many off days with us, bro.
Your guys' connection is crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's funny, bro. Yeah.
You know what's like? You know how much like, bro, like. I don't know if it's gonna sound weird, but like, you know how much like power you guys hold with that music shit, with your beats. Yeah. Just think if you like just stopped.
I know.
Your wave, your you know what I mean, your sound is as you. You get what I'm saying? I think, and that's another thing. Like I said, I was telling them, like off the camera, like I'm at the point where like I have a lot of producers on here, bro. Like the roster's getting stacked, and like I said, like you guys do not get enough credit, but I believe, like for real, because I just feel like it all starts with the beat, bro. Like regardless, bro. Like you could, you know, the artist is one thing, bro, but there's no beat, man. That song is not gonna happen. So whenever you got, I give you guys like, look, advice is when you're listening to your favorite song and stuff like that. We understand, like, yeah, the artist is on there, but really think who made that beat, and then you'll really realize. Go through your library and then look. You'll hear that little tag, and then actually look at the tag, and those are the people you want to be thinking, because those are the people that are making the songs, and the music that you like. It's not really so much the artist. They're saying what you like, but that song, the way you're turning up to it, that all starts with my boy like this, right? Am I right? So, yeah, man, I just want to say shout out to you, bro, and just. One more thing is I love your music, bro, for sure. Like, your songs is crazy. I haven't really gotten to, like, my favorite shit yet. Obviously, I played a couple, you know what I'm saying? I was playing my stuff. But I'm going to just let you go ahead. But I just wanted to just shout you out on that, though, bro.
No, yeah, I appreciate that, bro. Of course.
Most definitely.
But, shit, where was I? Like,
2020.
Working with Austin.
Moon and Austin. First link up.
Shit. It went, really, we at that point, we were already working on that new sound that we have now. You know, we were working, not really, rappers weren't fucking with our shit, because it was still like, bro, it was like some experimental music at that, to say the least. Like, a rapper wouldn't have fucked with it, especially not at that time either. But one rapper who did end up fucking with one of our beats was Bang Gang Lonnie. He's from Detroit, and he
East Coast,
Midwest more, but
that way towards,
yeah,
got it.
But he's pretty big in Detroit and out here, really. Big song. It hit 1 million too. So that was
I think Austin might have mentioned something about that.
He for sure did.
Yeah, because I remember him saying something about a Detroit rapper.
So I was like 16 at this point. And that's my 3rd million. Yep.
Number 3.
But one of them was on SoundCloud, but and then that's kind of when we were decided, like, damn, people from Detroit are messing with our beats, so we should start working with more people from Detroit. So we started trying to get tapped in with everyone from Detroit. I don't know if you're really like familiar with a lot of Detroit rappers, like
some T Grizzly, Babyface. Who else from out there? Sada Baby. 42 Dugg. Like the main ones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna be honest about it. Yeah, the main ones.
Oh yeah, I feel you though. I mean, it's just like a lot of people out here, they be knowing about that shit.
Detroit, yeah, they're big out here too. People bump them all the time. For sure.
Like, damn. To be honest, thing I also forgot to mention, like throughout all this time, like I was at Big Boo Studio, which is in Torrance, or it was in Torrance, I think.
Is that where you made a lot of your beats?
That's where I started making a lot of beats. That's where I kind of learned to like cook up in front of artists and shit. Because I for sure remember my first time in there cooking up a beat in front of an artist. I was like 14.
Wow.
Scared as fuck. Made a trash beat. They still rapped on it, but it was a terrible beat. Mm-hmm. I was really scared. And like I feel like from that point on, I kind of realized I was like, bro, I can't be scared when I'm doing this shit. It's like, you know,
something you had to overcome, kind of.
Yeah, but like I got a lot of opportunities with Big Boo. I met a lot of people through him in that studio. Yeah, you really got to get Big Boo on here. You for sure got more to say than I.
You got to come on, right? You got to come on next. Do you know Big Boo too? You know him?
I don't know.
Not like
he
that.
Doesn't know like that.
You know who he's talking about though, right? Cool. Okay.
Like any producer, like I'm sure all the producers you've talked to know Big Boo as well.
Yeah, like I said, he's mentioned I think 2 or 3 times on here.
Yeah, for sure.
Somebody else like
his studio used to be the spot, so it's like,
bro, you gotta tell him what's up.
Like,
for real.
Yeah, a lot of rappers used to be there, but you know, this was all probably way before COVID. You know, times have changed now, but
yeah.
But yeah, I was working with a lot of Detroit rappers. It was kind of dry season. Wasn't really getting many placements anymore again. Then Austin had texted me, or actually, no. I got a DM from Josh, and he was telling me like, or Joshy. He got he was like, let's work. I got a studio, and I was
what
like,
year was this? So okay.
So, I met Austin in 2020.
Mm-hmm.
All that year, we're working and working.
Is there any other, before we move on to that, was there any other artists you want to talk about that you worked with in 2020? Because I know once we hit that 2021, there's a lot of stuff we're going to talk about. So,
Man Getting Lonely, really.
IE artists, maybe.
King Most Wanted, I've always been working with King Most Wanted, too.
Okay.
Like, I made a lot of songs for him.
Okay.
That's my biggest placements at that time. Is from King Most Wanted and him. And Ben Getting Lonely. And then 2021, we meet Josh. And that's kind of like, we kind of switch our focus from working with bigger artists to like trying to build with Josh, like, cause we're like,
thank God, Jesus Christ, the songs, y'all made her crazy, bro.
We were like, fuck, bro, like,
jeez.
We were like, we can't just let all the other producers start giving him the beats. We were like, fuck, he's too hard. Like, he got to rap on like, and we got the perfect beats for him. So it's like,
yeah, stream that episode right now with HBK Joshy.
And
shout out him.
So it's like, he hit me up. He was like, let's work. I was like, let's work. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of like bullshitting, cause at that point, I wasn't gonna just work with anybody. Like,
see, okay.
So it's like, I didn't really know who he was. You feel me?
Yeah.
But Austin gave him like a good word. Give me a good word on him. So it was like, oh shit. And then that was at the time I heard Love or Hate Me. I didn't produce any songs on there. Austin had made all the beats for him.
So that was out prior to you.
I already knew who he was, because Austin was always telling me like, let's work. I'm gonna be with Joshy. Like.
So you was already hearing the name, like.
Yeah. But no one else was though. Like, it was like this. He wasn't blowing up yet. Like, it was just like we were hearing about him and shit. Because he wasn't really rapping like that at the time. I don't think. I think he had a few songs out, but.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you how I found out about Joshy too. So like I said, once again, shout out him. Shout out to your guys' whole team, man. You guys are just doing God's work over there. It's crazy, man. I love it. Keep doing it. I support it.
Yeah.
So the first song I heard, which is dope as fuck, I can finally tell you, was Posse by Joshy. That was the first song. Man, it was crazy because like this was all like I was still a little late. Because I think I found out about Posse in May.
That was around the time it came out.
Was it May?
It came out in like February, March.
I was like a month or two late. Like, I don't know. But shout out to homegirl, man. She just put it on in the car. And like I was like, play that back for a second. I said, well, she played it like it was nothing. I was like, oh hell no. I think that was just okay. Yeah, so who's on that? It was R3 S5 and Joshy, right? So that was my first time hearing all of them on the same track.
That's the only one of them.
That's the only one, huh? Yeah. So when I heard that, I was like, hold on a second. You know what I mean? Like I was processing all of them at the same time. You know what I mean? And man,
it's a gem, huh?
It's a gem, bro. Like that song is so crazy. It's my favorite song, bro. Posse, bro. I wish my boy Booch was here. He's a big fan of like Joshy and stuff like that, and like singles and stuff like that that you and Moon, you and Austin have produced. And yeah, man, I just want to tell you, dude, that was the first one I heard, and that song is crazy, dog.
Yeah, that song didn't come till way after Love or Hate Me and shit. Honestly, that shit came.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, because I didn't hear. Yeah, I heard that one before I heard Shitty Freestyle and Overthink. I heard that one.
But first. I feel like around that time that you found out about him is when like a lot of other people were finding out about him too. So like, I get what you mean, because like that's when he started working with like, he started doing shit with R3, and like, R3 was also having his buzz. So like they're putting their buzzes together
at the same time. So yeah, kind of like it was.
So it created like. And you know S5 too, so it's
like and S5. See, I'll tell you the roster is crazy.
Like when I heard it, like personally when I heard it, I was just like, "Fuck!" I forgot to put my tag on that beat. So like,
and wait, is it on there?
Nope. And my tag's not on the beat, and they cut my beat kind of weird. Like, it sounds kind of weird in the very beginning and at the end. Like it just cuts off. Like,
whoa.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. That's probably just like an engineer thing, you know.
So, how did that whole song come about, bro? Like, how did you make that beat?
I send Josh beats all the time. At that point I was sending Josh like half my beats that I made. So
that originally was sent to Joshy.
Yeah, and I think that he was in the studio at R3 and S5, and he like, I think they rapped on the beat.
Yeah,
together.
I think he sent it over to them or something.
No, they were in the studio and they rapped on it. I don't think Josh did, but I had already gotten the song and I heard it and I was like, where Joshy at? Because I sent him the beat, but what's it called? But then the next day, I get another text from Josh, and then it's the same song with his part, and then the song ends up on SoundCloud. Then like the next day, and that shit, the banger song for sure.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna pull that song up. Make sure you guys stream that song. If you haven't, I'm gonna just bless your day real quick.
But actually, now that I think about it, Joshy was working with R3 already because he made Charged Up. That was in like November of 2021.
Did you make that?
Yeah, I made that with Austin.
Another gem right there, Charged Up, dog. Hard. I heard that one after, but yeah, dude, crazy.
That's a hard song too. I didn't like that song honestly, like because Austin had sent me like the guitar. And he was like, "Oh, I tried making a beat to it, and Joshy didn't like it." He was like, "You just do something with it," and like, I think he had already had like, kind of like an outline of the drums of the beat, but I kind of like put a little sauce on it.
Just a little sauce.
Yeah,
made it like just a little sauce.
I sent it back.
Okay.
And he was like, "Oh yeah, you hard." You feel me? So I was like, and then he rapped on it. I didn't really like it. Honestly, I didn't like it. I was like, I didn't think it was ever gonna get dropped.
Tripping.
And then I think like a month after that, all that happens, Austin calls me and he's like, "Oh, Joshy finna put R3 the Chili Man on it." And I'm like, "Oh, that's hard.
Yeah, nigga, that is hard.
But I was like, damn, it had to be that song though.
Yeah, bro.
No, but I mean, shit, it still did
it's
numbers. So I mean,
song,
I can't complain. Other people probably fuck with it. It's just my.
I think a lot of people fuck with it.
I fuck with a lot of songs Joshy fucks with that he don't fuck with. So it's like.
It be like that sometimes.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, Austin. Man, if I keep saying Moon, I'm sorry. I just had Austin on here, bro. So if I keep switching up, I'm sorry, bro. You guys are like a duo, so sometimes I just comes out. But Austin was here and he was telling me the same thing. Like I think like I was telling him about this one song that I like from him. It's called "Finished" with Joshy.
Oh yeah, I made that one too.
You made that one too? Was you guys both on there? Yeah, he was telling me like you guys like I don't know you guys, but he was like. Man, I didn't like it. The beat's old. Like he used the innos. I'm like, dude, it goes hard. Like I'm like, bro, you guys are tripping.
Yeah, because it's like you guys never heard it, so it's like for you guys,
it's new. Like we're looking at it
me,
different.
Like me and Austin, like, bro, that beat, that's an example of like beats we were making when we first met, type shit.
So you already know.
So that's like, bro, that beat. If I could give you like the closest date, it would have probably been like September 2020, and then he probably rapped on it. September 2021.
Crazy.
And then he didn't drop it until like a few months ago, right?
Yeah, I've learned personal hand experience that Joshy holds on to a lot of music.
Yeah, but with good reason though, because you know he be putting together some shit sometimes.
No, like, bro, crazy. He's showing me some crazy stuff. Shout out Austin. He just showed me some crazy stuff. Like, he holds on to a lot. And dude, I was at Wes's crib.
Oh yeah,
the other day, and then he showed me some shit with Joshy. And I was like, bro, and that's Wes. That's not even like your guys. That's a whole different producer, bro. No, yeah. So just Lord knows all the other producers he works with, how many beats he got with him. But yeah, shout out Joshy, man. Mm-hmm. Damn. Yeah. Another thing I was gonna talk to you about, Moon, is so we were just saying how the Posse thing came out. It ended up coming on SoundCloud. I want to talk to you about this, bro. So recently, when I'm having a discussion with these producers and stuff like that, you want to talk about how it is when your songs are released? Because I've been hearing a lot of these stories like where the producers aren't aware of when the song is released or if it's being used or what. Like, you want to talk about how that works?
Hell yeah, that's happened to me so many times.
How does that happen?
I'm used to it. Like, honestly, like I know I shouldn't be, and you know it's just like that's just a thing with rappers, bro. Like, I feel like they're still trying to like it's still not. They're not fucking with the producers enough yet. I'm not saying throwing any shade to any rappers I fuck with. Cause I'm not gonna fuck with a rapper that's just like treating me as
disrespect.
Like, yeah, like I need my percentages now for the most part.
Yeah, that's the next thing we're gonna talk about.
So it's like, but for sure when I was like, you know, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, like I was getting hammed for sure by a lot of rappers. Just like for sure making. Like, I wasn't getting money off none of my M's.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's because, like,
I just didn't understand the business side. Like, my mom would always try to push me to figure it out, but I was just kind of like, Mom, like, it's not that big of a deal. It is that big of a deal, though. I missed out on a lot of money, probably. But,
100%.
You know, that's how it be, bro.
It's part of the process, though.
I know better now, yeah.
You gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta, you know, it's a learning thing.
Yeah.
But, you know, you're very, you know, talented producer and everything like that, and it's not like that was your only opportunity. You got hits all over the place, bro. So it's not like, oh man, like it's never gonna. This is one something. Nah, man, dude, your first Millie was like at 15 or something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was glad you learned young, or at least earlier in your life than rather like right now, or something like. You get me?
Yeah. It is great.
So when you get into these beats and stuff like that, we're gonna just talk about the percentage stuff. So I'm a rapper, right? I'm a SoundCloud rapper. We're not cool like that, but I'm trying to get a beat from you. Obviously it's not the same. I'm not Joshy, right? Yeah. So how does that work? Do I gotta like, okay, I do rap myself, but I'm not even gonna talk about all that right now. But like I do know a little something about it, like leases and stuff like that, and how things work. So is that how you do your thing too?
I go
like
off leases and exclusives.
Okay.
But I feel like my definition of the two are different than others.
So explain your definition.
Like a lease, like you're paying for the beat. You're paying probably like no more than $100, and then, but like that beat, I still own the beat,
and someone else can use it.
Someone else can use that beat.
That's
but like an exclusive.
Those go up to like $300-$500, right?
Yeah, I wish I've sold a lease for $500, but you know.
No, I'm talking about exclusive. Sorry.
Exclusive for $500.
Really?
Even exclusive, I've never sold them.
I've gotten.
Bro, I wish, bro. I probably get like so many texts of people talking about that shit. They be so bogus, bro. I'm used to that. Like, that's another thing, bro. Like I honestly just like am like traumatized of even like responding to people trying to buy beats. Take millions of years to respond with, even just like they'll take a million years to respond and just say, "Oh, I'll pay you next week." Like, nah, bro. Like, so I kind of got overselling beats in general. Like, unless like.
So you're very strict on when you sell your beats.
Yeah, in a way, I kind of got more loose on it because you know, I'm getting older. I need money, so it's like. But for sure, when I was younger, I wasn't trying to sell just anybody a beat. I was trying to stay kind of exclusive. But I kind of broke out of that mindset. I'm kind of more like I need money mindset now. until I see like my distro kit checks start going a little up. You know, I'm not getting too much right now.
I feel that.
But I'm getting a lot of money now because what's it called? I'm going to school, so I get money to go to school, like in college.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I start getting like these little monthly checks and shit. So that shit's keeping me stable too.
So you got other incomes when it comes to this.
Mhm.
All right. So, I mean, what's the pricing on it like now? Like the
Me, I say like at least I want like 70 to 100, and then exclusive 250 and up.
250 and up.
Yeah, probably just 250 though. Like I wouldn't charge you. I wouldn't charge you more than that. Like, you feel me?
And why don't you up that price, bro?
No one's gonna pay more than that unless they really got money like that, which is not the case.
But I feel like, can I tell you my honest opinion, bro? Like,
yeah,
I feel like, dude, like, I feel like that's respectable because, dude, like, you got the numbers to stand on it, bro. You're
for sure.
You're a
But
legend,
it's like,
bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, dude, like, you make hits, millions of views of your songs. Do you understand what I'm saying, though, bro? Like,
sure.
and I think, like, bro, I have to speak on it, bro. I have to, bro.
You know, that's actually a good point. I should should start
dude,
thinking about raising it.
You should raise the fuck out
but
of your
then
shit.
the thing is that, like, I raise it and, like, what's it called? I'm gonna tell someone, like, some random. You feel me? Because that's usually who it is, a random. They're just like, how much for a beat? I'm trying to get an exclusive. All my exclusives are $250. They won't even answer for $250. Like, so at the end of the day, I'm trying to get, like, give people a reasonable price because I already know you can't. You're not paying more than that out of pocket. You know, you're not signed. If a label come to me, like,
and that's
if I work with a signed artist, then I'm gonna try to get a bag out of a label. But you know, I know a lot of unsigned artists can't afford no $500 beats. They're not gonna make $500 off the song.
True.
So it's like I wouldn't even recommend doing that if you're not like already a pop-in rapper.
Mm-hmm. But I think raising the amount of like the exclusive helps you cancel out a lot of people that are gonna waste your time.
True, that's a good point too. But I mean, I feel like that also bring up more people that waste your time, don't you think? Because like,
yeah.
Because then
I mean, you know better than me, bro. Because you're from the producer standpoint.
Yeah,
I'm looking at it from like from what I see. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you know the numbers in your head and everything, like how many people actually buy things, how many people don't, or what the case scenario is or whatever. But I think it just because I mean I would hate. Well, I mean, bro, wouldn't you be pissed like if you give out like a really not say cheap, but like let's say damn near it could have been more, and then that person blows up off of it, and then now he's a millionaire and you're not.
Bullshit, bro.
Do you understand what I'm saying, though? I feel like that's
sure.
when you want to, like, make sure you know?
Well, if that's the case, then if I already see something going on, like, I'm going to be like, hold on, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro. I need my percentage. But it's
yeah,
like,
but the thing is, though, bro, like...
sometimes it could be too late, yeah.
Like, I'm trying to tell you, like, bro, like, people blow up overnight, bro. I could get at least beat off of you, but go ahead and just continue what you're saying about... we were talking about the distro splits and all that and how that all works.
Yeah, so with distro splits, I really prefer like if you give me 50, but it's like it's like I said again, it's independent artists. I understand, like, but don't try and give me like less than 30 though. That's when I'm kind of like I'll draw a line. All right, you kind of give.
So what's like the average number?
Like between like 30 and 50.
30 and 50.
Yeah, like. Yeah, 30 and 50. Because, you know, I make beats with other producers, so then sometimes that percentage split more. So, like, yeah, some songs I got, like, little percentages. Like, songs I made beats with Austin, my percentage is a little smaller.
Because, like, both you guys, right? Got it. So, it's just, like if you, like an artist, kind of, like, if you're
a
song with different artists, basically.
I get
the same thing.
I get a good percentage of money out of most of with like, the artists I'm tight with. Then make sure I get a good amount of money.
Damn. Okay, so when you're working with exclusive artists like Joshy and, you know, probably some other people you got on your roster, when you're sending out beats to them and stuff, like, how am I gonna ask this? Okay, you're sending your beats out to like, let's say Josh or something, right? And you send like a bunch. Do you guys go over the percentage stuff and like how much the beat is like once it's dropped, or do you do all that before you send it out to the artist?
No, it's like,
because you know, if like it was me or something, you ain't giving me no beat until I give you money, right?
mm-hmm.
For sure, because I'm not Josh or whatever the case is. But when it's like an artist that you work with a lot, how does it work there? Like, how do you guys?
Like, they always make sure I get my percentage. Like, usually I probably won't get my percentage until like, cause I don't even think it works like that on distro. I think you gotta wait till like after it drops to edit that.
Mm-hmm. And the percentage and like how much you charge for the beat are two different things, by the way. Right?
I don't. Oh, are you asking me how much I charge, Josh?
Yeah, charge for the beat. Well, not him, but just anyone you work with exclusively, like you do a lot of songs with.
Then I usually not charging them, but I'm getting my distro
percentage. That's what I said. That's why I said I want you to explain that, like the difference.
Well, like most people, I'll either charge them or I'll try to get my percentage. I usually don't.
Is it either one or can you have both? Like if you charge me a beat, do I have to give you a percentage of this?
Like usually no. Like usually I'm not worried about that. But it's like I feel like I have the right to just be like, if I see it doing good, I can be like, yo, I need a percentage. But I'm not gonna like trip on that, right off the bat. You already paid for the beat, you leased it or whatever
the case was.
Whatnot, right? Yeah. But it's like, no, not really. I don't really like to, cause I don't want to. I could probably trip on selling you the beat, and then I want my splits too. But I feel like less people would be working with me for that if I did that.
Okay. Yeah, I guess you're right, man. There's a lot of stuff you gotta watch out for, huh? With this producer thing, huh?
Yep. I'm just learning about most of this stuff, That's what I'm doing every day, trying to learn more, understand more, because like once I get older, people aren't gonna, people are probably trying to take advantage of me and stuff because I'm younger.
Yeah, you gotta watch out for that, bro. Like,
it's cold.
You is young, bro. Like, and like I said, like, just in case you don't know what you are, you know what I'm saying? You do got stuff to stand on. I feel like LA legend now. You are LA legend, like, bro.
In the making, bro. In the making.
Nah, like, trust. And like, thing is, it's only beginning too. You feel me? Like, bro, it's going. So yeah, watch out for a lot of stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like,
the next goal is those, international legend. I want to finish school.
Yeah, that's my next question. Yeah, what are your goals and stuff like that? Like, where you want to take this music stuff?
So I want to finish school. I really want to get like a doctorate in composing, so I could be able to like, make music for like films or commercials or video games and whatnot.
You want to take it all the way? Yeah,
for sure.
You could definitely.
I love music, so it's like, I feel like there's no other way for me, honestly.
Okay.
That's how it feels. Of course, there probably is. Cause at one point I wanted to even be like a aerospace engineer. Wow. But I heard about like how much. I heard about how much math it was. I was like, yeah, never mind.
Okay. You're like, yeah, this ain't for me, huh?
But if at any point like producing like, damn, I end up getting like a big ass song, like bigger than any song I ever got in.
It's gonna happen, bro.
If it happens, then it happens. But my educational goal is to be able to get that composer degree.
You're gonna do it, bro. For sure, man. I don't see why not, bro. What the fuck, dude? You've been doing this shit since you was young, man.
Yeah, bro,
it comes natural to you, bro. It's already in the making, bro. I'm trying to tell you, man. I can tell you like outside perspective, bro. From hearing your sound and everything like that, bro. You 100%, bro. Okay, so let's see. What else I want to ask you? 2 more things. Mm-hmm. One, advice you would give to anybody that's out here trying to be in that lane, bro. I know we talked about a lot of stuff, but just kind of some advice you would give to someone. Maybe that you might have wished someone gave to you when you were younger or when you were starting out.
Man, like everything you hear from people is too good to be true. When you get talking like, a straight up offer or anything, like deals or anything, you don't want to consult with any of that unless you got like a lawyer. You don't want to put any of those matters into your own hands because they're usually trying to screw you over.
Wow. Okay.
That's just, I feel like that's what I've seen. I know people have got screwed over, just signing something. They just like, I could have done that, bro. I could have signed my whole life away. I was just 14, bro, but you know, I had a mom who cared, like, you know, about that kind of shit. You know, she was like, "You're not about to sign that."
You could have signed a deal.
No, not no deal, but it was like something like that, like where someone would have had like control over
your production and stuff.
Yeah, but this was probably like COVID too. Like I was already fucking with Austin at this time, but that shit never ended up happening. But yeah, that's some other shit. No, but yeah, that, and then also like be yourself. Not be yourself like as a person, like as far as like your sound, like it's cool to be it's different to be inspired than to just like straight up copy someone, you know, like I even noticed in
like
myself,
have an open
like,
mind, but don't try to
cause I see myself, bro, like I have to say it, bro, because it just began to me, so it's outrageous, bro. Go ahead. The goddamn freaking HBK Joshy type beats on YouTube, bro. They
talk about it, bro. Talk about it for the people that are tuned in right now. They sound just
like beats that me and Austin would make for Joshy, bro. That's.
Then they cut that shit out.
They might as well just put me in Austin's tag on them, bro.
You might as well give them the credit you deserve. You're trying to be here for real.
I'm just playing. No shade to none of them. You know, keep doing you. Hopefully one day you get inspired from us and come up with your own sound, so you can stop trying to sound like us. You know.
At least you can tell them that's a way not to do it. At least, like, you know what I mean.
That's not how you do it, bro. I tried it too. I tried it myself. You know, I've tried it. I feel like every producer gets to that point.
Type beat.
But I'll just give you the advice to just skip over that point. Try to be different.
Don't do it.
Try to be different.
Don't do it.
Always try to be different. Try something new.
Versatile.
Be experimental. Be innovative.
Be diverse.
Okay.
Man. My boy. I just want to say, like, I think this was a great freaking interview, bro. Yeah. Like, I love, like, how open you are. And I think, like, this is dope because, like I said, a lot of producers on here, but the stuff we talked about is different from a lot of the conversations I had. Yeah, because you were just more like, I don't know, you're just, because sometimes people could talk about it like in general, but they don't really talk about specifically how they work. You get me? Like, remember when I asked you questions about certain things, you're like, oh yeah, well this is how I do it. This is how I charge. You know what I'm saying? Not a lot of people open up like that. So I felt like, that was dope, man. Like, I actually got to ask you some things that I was really.
Yeah, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to, you know, spread my word. You know?
Hell yeah, man. And then the whole goddamn part at the end, that was my favorite part. Stop making the type beats. Yeah, man. But yeah, man. Once again, I want to say, you're a legend, bro. In the making,
yes, sir, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I'm in the making. You still got a lot of stuff to go. It's crazy how fucking young you are, bro, and how much stuff you've fucking achieved. I think I just told him, like, dude, I was 16 listening to his music when he was younger than me. Yeah. You understand that? Like, bro, like, crazy, dude. So you can make
middle schooler. You were listening to my
literally. Music. I was listening to a middle schooler's music.
Yeah.
Like, think about that. Crazy, that's the type of shit he's on, bro. And you know, and then all the stuff you got going on now, like this here, Posse. Like, I love it, bro. I love it. Everything.
Hey, bro, just know it's just the beginning, man. It's just
the beginning, sir. And I want to have you on here again, bro. And I want you to come here and update me on the stuff you've been doing.
Of course, like that. Bro. I fuck with this shit, bro. This was fun, bro.
My
first ever interview.
First interview on the Real Me and Real podcast.
Say, Stop. I had to break it all down.
Nah, you did though, for real.
Deb, you know?
I guess like one more question. Like, last question is like your thoughts on the podcast, on what you've seen so far. Fucking with the vibes.
You're a good host. You feel me? Like,
appreciate that.
Like, you were able to like keep conversations going. You
keep
know?
it flowing.
Like, yeah, you know, because it could have gone. You know, it could have just been like
awkward,
shit.
right?
It could have been like
like, you right?
Yeah, like. You feel me? I would have been having to have this guy try and help me find something to talk about. You
want to bring something up, buddy? You want to?
Nah, but.
Yeah.
No, like I said, you were able to keep it going, so it was like I didn't feel uncomfortable at any point. So I was able to keep.
Right?
I was able to keep talking. You know, like.
Can you believe this episode was more than an hour long?
That's when I told you when you told me it was gonna be
fast,
like be half an hour. I was like, I don't think it's gonna be half an hour. I got a lot to say, bro.
Yeah, no, like nah. Oh, so you in your head, you already knew you had more to say.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I was like, you know, like I said, I never done this, so I was thinking maybe
everybody's different with this podcast. I always just try to keep it generally around 45 to 50. But some people go into more depth about what they're talking about. They go into more detail, and yeah, the podcast is long, but it's nothing bad. I just try to keep it like that.
That's the point too. Like, you know, like,
and that's the whole point of the podcast.
Why are you gonna come here if you're not gonna elaborate on what you're here to speak about?
Of course. So if you plan on coming on the podcast, do not be boring and don't say shit. By the way, make sure you come here and speak your mind. The whole point of this podcast, if you haven't known, it's called The Real Me with Rel, and the point of that is to be yourself. It's just to be you. It's called The Real Me for a reason. It doesn't matter, you know what I mean? Whatever we're talking about, because I have all types of people on here. I've had actors, influencers, rappers. So it doesn't mean you got to be the real rapper, the real producer. Like, it's to be you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you know what I'm, you feel that though? You feel the vibe? Okay, bro. I just want to say appreciate you coming fucking with me, man. One more thing. Do you think you could play some unreleased music after? Or?
Yeah, I got you,
cool.
Bro. I mean, if it's probably not shit already Austin showed you, I mean, I got a little more.
Yeah, no, I'm always up. I want to be that guy. You could always text me if you want, like, hey, does this sound hard? I could give you some feedback.
I got you, bro.
You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't hurt to have an extra set of ears.
Bro, of course,
you know what
bro.
I mean? Like,
don't need that constructive criticism.
Of course, man. But besides that, I want to say make sure you guys are subscribed to the podcast. We're like almost at 300 subscribers. We're almost monetized, so you guys keep watching. The vlogs are going to be up starting October 3rd. By the time you guys seen this, the vlog should already be out. So make sure you guys go stream that. First episode is out now. We're going to try to get those to like twice a week so you guys can stream those. Let's see. The clothing is out now. It's going to start getting cold. Place your orders. I'm gonna have to get you one too. Like I'm printing up right now. Like that's like one I have on it right there. Look, I'm all faded. Right there, that's like the green one, that's the old one. But like we got all types of vintage colors and stuff. So I'm gonna have to hook you up with that. I gave Joshua one too, so I'm gonna have to give you guys all hook you guys up. So there's that. Make sure you guys, if you guys want hoodies and shirts, DM you guys' sizes and colors. All clothing is delivered from me personally, from me to you. So if you're gonna order a hoodie, I'll just bring it to you and stuff like that. There's that. We're on Spotify. You guys can now just listen to the episodes. Apple Podcast is still getting cleared. We'll keep you updated on that. All the links are in the bio. Make sure you guys are following my boy right here. His @ is popped up on the screen. I always forget. I think Instagram's on that side. Instagram's over there. Twitter's right here. Make sure you guys are following me on that. We are on TikTok now, so I'm gonna start putting that in the description. We're on everything, so I just want to. I'm just trying to promote everything. Make sure you guys follow us on all the platforms. But besides that, my boy Moon, appreciate you fucking with the podcast.
Yes, sir.
And until then, I'll see you on the next episode. For real.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no cap, my boy. Got you.